So hello guys, welcome to this video. Today we are diving into the realm of web scraping with Python, focusing on formidable beautiful soup library. If the idea of programmatically extracting data from websites has piqued your interest, you are in for a technical treat. Web scraping is a valuable skill, and with the right tools, it becomes a seamless process. If you enjoy technical content, hit the like button, subscribe for more coding insights, and don't forget to activate the notification bell to stay in the loop. Now, let's unravel the intricacies of web scraping. Before we start this video, the template for the starter boilerplate has been mentioned down in the description below. Do check it out so that you can do coding side by side with me as and when and I keep teaching a new topic. So, the first thing we do inside of the starter template is I have created starter template step by step wise so that we can cover every minute detail which the beautiful soup library provides us. So currently, as you have seen, that I have imported the beautiful soup library and the request library. If we go on Google and see the beautiful soup documentation, we can see that there is a highly robust documentation provided for this library. If we go on quick start, we can see how we can write the starting code for this library. We will cover all this and cover the important part of this library in a bit. Now, what is a request library? Now, request library is a Python library used to, you know, it's a simple HTTP client for Python. It can be used to send requests to websites to get response back. We can use the various HTTP methods like get, post, put, delete using the request library as it makes our code easier to write and simple to maintain the HTTP request. Now moving on to the basics of web scraping. So the first thing you can see here is that I have used this website time and day to get the weather. Now we will use this website to scrape and learn beautiful soup. So this website shows us the different temperatures of different cities. If I right click on this website and click on the inspect button, you can see that I get the HTML content of this page. So this HTML content is where we will scrape the data from. So if we if we use the request.get method and pass the URL in this function and we print the response. I'll just run this code. Now this would give us the HTML content of this website we are scraping. So if I write python starter.py, you will see that we are successfully connected to this and we get the response 200. Response 200 means that it has given me the data. So if I write response.text inside this, I will get the HTML content of the page. Sorry, my bad. It is response.text, not test. As you can see, I get the HTML content of this page. If I have to navigate through this website and find the temperature, suppose I'm looking and I want the temperature this. So we can find it using the inspect element button here. If we just right click here and inspect, you will get the class and the HTML element in which this thing is located. So as you can see, it is located in this class span HTML attribute. We will see how we can target this using Beautiful Soup to scrape the data. Now, if we go to Beautiful Soup documentation, we can see from Quick Start Guide that first we need to create an object of Beautiful Soup. So we will do that right after here. This is just to check if we are getting our response correctly. If we are not getting, then we will just exit the code. Now this can be a project for you. You can extend this to add dynamic conditional coding to scrape the weather from this site. So first I will declare the beautiful soup object. In this, we will pass the HTML content we want, which is stored in response.text, and we will pass something called as the HTML parser. Now HTML parser helps our beautiful soup object to parse this HTML content which is given to it as an int. Now if we want to explore the HTML structure, as I showed you, we will go here and see what we want to extract. We want this temperature which is located inside this span. So we can extract and print the title of web page as well from this beautiful soup object. To do that, we can just write print soup dot title. It will print the title of the page we are scraping. So if I write this, you can see that it gives me title tag world temperature around the world. So this is the title which it is giving. This is the title of the page. If we just want to extract the title without this title tag, we can just write title.text. I will just comment the HTML response so the terminal looks better. And if I run this code again now, you can see that I get the world temperatures around the world. I will also comment this as we have not concluded this. Okay. So in this way, we can get the title of the website. If I have to make it better, I will just write title of web page is and use the f-string method of Python. I'll comment this out. You will get the title of it. Now, if I want to extract all the links are represented using the A HTML tag. So A tags are all these tags which are located in website. On clicking that, it will redirect me to a new link. If I have to do that using Beautiful Soup, I can use something like I'll first declare a variable which will store all the links. Then I will write soup. Soup is our Beautiful Soup object. The find all function. So if we write the if we pass in the HTML tag which we want to find from the soup, it will give me all the links present. So I'll just print all links. Now this will give me a list of all the links present. To iterate through all the link given by the soup, I will just write a for loop print link. So if I run this code now, you will see that I get all the A tags available inside of my HTML content. If I just want all the links which are present, I can target it using link.href. Link.get, and after get I will write href. So it will give me all the href content present inside the links. If I run the code again, you can see these are all the URLs or the href things which are mentioned in the HTML content. These are all the custom routes which the website has. So this will give all the routes. I will comment it now again so we can move forward. So using the find all method, you can find all the soups if we want. If we just want the single or the first element, we can get it using soup.find. Soup.find will give me only the first href it will find. So if I print this now again, you can see that this one was the first link present in our HTML content. So if I go here and find the first link which was present, it would be this one. Now moving on to extracting and printing all text from paragraphs. Now we have find out all the links present in the website. Now to find all the paragraphs. So paragraphs in HTML are denoted by the p tag. So similarly to the links, we will write all paragraphs and declare it as a variable and use the soup.findAll method again to target the paragraph tag. Now I will just copy this things here to save time. change this to all paragraph. Now the get href method won't work here since the para won't have the href. If I run this code, I will get the all the paragraph tags present in the HTML content. So you can see that there are not many paragraph tags present in our HTML content. Similarly, if I write span here, I will get all the span tags present in the data, in the HTML content. So you can use this find all method to find all the relevant tags you want. Now suppose I don't need all the paragraphs. I just need the text. I will use the dot text method again. So that will return me all the text present inside the paragraph. Now, these methods are good for targeting all the content present inside the HTML. But suppose I just want the temperature of this div. So this is present in this span, my city temperature. I just want to target this and I don't want all the necessary thing. So how can I do this? Now, the thing which we can notice in this HTML attribute is that it has a class my city underscore temperature. If I double click this here, I can copy it as well. Now, to target this div here, we can use a method present in uh, BeautifulSoup, which is I will just declare a variable selector and write soup.select one, and I will pass in the class name I want to target. Now class name has to be mentioned using a dot operator preceding the class. So if I will write dot and the class I want to target. Now this thing here will point to this span right here. So if I write print selector, you can see that it targets this span with this class which we wanted to target. Similarly, if we change the class name to this, it will target this span. Now, this is the select one, and similarly, there is a select all for class having multiple names. Like select one, there are select all. You can see the different functions here, which are find all, select all, and many more inside the official documentation. I will cover the most used ones so that you can understand. Now, there is a possibility that you are not able to find this selector, then it will just store it as none. So if I change the class name and it is not possible and it is not able to target that, it will just return me a none. So that is something you have to keep in mind, that it can return none class as well. Now, scraping data from a specific ID with a specific ID. Now, just like we are using class, we can scrape data from ID as well. Now, ID is also an attribute of a HTML element. So if I search for ID inside my HTML, I can use this to find the ID which I want. So let's see if we are able to find any ID. Hmm. Let's find some better ID. So you can see all these are IDs, but it does not have any data which we can get from them. So I'm finding it again. Yeah. So as you can see, there is this nav bar here, which is stored inside an unordered list or called as UL, which has an ID of site nav. If I want to target this thing, this element, I can use two different things alongside the UI. Now, site nav is a ID which is common for many different attributes in this website, as I have noticed. So I can use something like target equal to soup.find one, since I soup.find, sorry, and I will specify the different things which are mentioned here. There is UL and there is ID. So I can write two specific things on the order of their parents. So first thing which is present is UL. Inside of UL there is an ID, which is equal to site nav. Now, if I write it this way, it will be able to target, it will first find a UL tag. Then after finding a UL tag, it will see if it has an ID of site nav. And if it is found, then it will return. So if target, sorry, if target print data from example with ID is target dot text. Let's identify the text which is present in this ID. So if I run this code now, we will get all the different things which are present in the nav bar. So you can see there is news, astronomy news, times or news. All the things which are present inside of this UL is targeted using this site nav ID. So this is the text which is present inside that. Now, if we want, we can also target using regex expressions. Now, regex expressions has to be imported from the re library in Python, which is an inbuilt library. So let's consider a pattern which is using the compile method. We can write the pattern as my city 10th. Now this is something which is used to select the temperature. This class has a temperature in the web page. So I will write this as a class, and I won't specify the dot operator here, as you can see. I will just call the soup.find. I know it is present in the span class, and I will give the class equal to pattern. Now we cannot write class as this class here in BeautifulSoup, as class is an keyword in a Python library. So we will use class underscore to specify that I'm referring to a class in HTML, which is an attribute of the HTML tag. So now I'll print the regex example output dot text. If I run this code again, not find all returns a list, so you'll have to iterate for all the example. If we just use find, it will give me one element, but if I use find all, it will by default give me a list of elements. So I will iterate through this example, and if I run this again, you can see that I get all the temperatures 32, 10, 3, 15. This is because all the cities have the same class, and with the find all method it returns me all these temperatures. But if I just write find method, which I've used here, which is select one, I'll only get the first element which has the class name of my city temperature. Now if I move on to step 4, which is handling dynamic content. Now to handle dynamic content, websites increasingly use dynamic content loaded by JavaScript. So handling dynamic content is crucial. Beautiful Soup alone might not be sufficient in these cases. So we need to discuss the challenges posed by dynamic content and introduce solution. So one such solution to dynamic handling is using tools like Selenium, which can scrape the dynamic websites as well. Now, as we are learning Beautiful Soup and web scraping, it is important to emphasize ethical scraping practices. So we should consider things such as rate limiting, respecting the robots.txt, and respecting the terms of service of website, and avoid unnecessary strain on server. Since using the request, we can create a strain on the server if we continuously keep scraping it. So we need to adhere to these principles to ensure longevity and sustainability in our web scraping journey. Now, to further enhance this project which we have created, you can save the scrape data into a file or database as a own challenge for yourself. So using that, you can create a perfect script to scrape, and you can also use Selenium to use dynamic scraping. Now with this, our web scraping with beautiful tutorial comes to an end. So thank you for watching this video, guys. The link to additional resources such as the request library or the Beautiful Soup documentation will be provided in the description alongside some other links. So thank you for watching this video, guys. Do like and share this video and subscribe to my channel, and mention down in comments below if you would like to learn something else or would you like me to teach something else as well. So the final code to this and the starter template would be available in the description section below. Do check it out and comment down below if you enjoyed the video. Thank you for watching.